From Montana's news leader, this is the MTN 10 o'clock news.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Russ Riesinger. Senator Kamala Harris made history tonight as she became the 2020 vice presidential candidate for the Democratic Party. Now, along with Harris, night 3 of the Democratic Convention also featured speeches from former President Barack Obama and former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. Natalie Brand has more.
Tonight, California Senator Kamala Harris makes history as the first woman of color to accept the vice presidential nomination of a major party.
We have a chance to change the course of history. We're all in this fight. You, me, and Joe, together. What an awesome responsibility.
The other big headliner, former President Barack Obama.
Donald Trump hasn't grown into the job because he can't. And the consequences of that failure are severe.
Earlier, President Trump lashed out at former President Obama as well as Biden from the White House.
They did such a bad job that I stand before you as president.
This convention week also marks the 100th anniversary of the 19th Amendment, which gave women the right to vote. Sharing the spotlight with Senator Harris are several prominent women of the Democratic Party. Among them, the 2016 Democratic candidate Hillary Clinton.
I know something about the slings and arrows she'll face, and believe me, this former district attorney and attorney general can handle them all.
Also, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi.
Joe Biden is the president we need right now.
Senator Elizabeth Warren.
I love a good plan. And Joe Biden has some really good plans.
And former Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords, a staunch advocate against gun violence.
We are at a crossroads. We can let the shooting continue, or we can act.
Other major topics on the agenda of night 3, climate change.
The United States will once again lead on this critical issue.
We need a president who will bring people together, not tear them apart.
And immigration. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Wilmington, Delaware.
Well, the Democratic National Convention will come to a close tomorrow night with former Vice President Joe Biden officially accepting his party's nomination for president. Here at home, Billings School Superintendent Greg Upham explained more about the process behind the decision to keep fans out of the stands at high school and middle school sporting events. In a media conference today, Upham said he initially advocated for limited fan attendance during meetings with the county health department. Upham said he wanted something similar to the high school graduation earlier this year, with limited tickets being allowed to immediate family members. But county health officer compared the low case numbers of May with the numbers in August, where the county is seeing as many as 50 new cases per day.
He responded, and I respect this. He sent Mark and I the data of when that decision was made in May. The graduation, which were very little to no cases, to where we are at this point in time, where there are a lot of cases in comparison to none. And so that visual image, and he sent it, he sent it a scale to us, and that visual image was, oh, okay, I get it. And so I dropped that concern at that point in time.
Well, that means Billings parents will likely have to travel to a less restrictive county to see their kids play, and a look around the state finds few options at this point in time. Flathead County, for instance, says no visiting fans will be allowed to attend school sporting events. Parents are still waiting on decisions from Gallatin, Lewis and Clark, and Cascade County health officials on whether visiting fans can attend school events. Closer to home in Miles City, only immediate family members will be allowed to attend school sports, including parents, step-parents, and siblings. However, grandparents will not be allowed to attend in order to better protect the senior population from disease spread. Similar to Flathead County, no visiting fans will be allowed to watch, and school staff has placed social distancing and sanitation procedures in place for fans and players. Now, the Yellowstone County health officer did say yesterday that sports fan restrictions could be relaxed once it's determined how the reopening of schools will affect COVID-19 case counts. Keeping fans out of the stands not sitting well with some parents. A petition started by a Laurel woman to allow spectators at high school sports and performances quickly collected thousands of online signatures today. As of about 9:30 tonight, more than 12,000 signatures have been added to the petition. on change.org, although it's unclear how many are actually from Montana. Katrina Welch, who started that petition, says many large events have been held in our area, including hill climbs, the fair, and Legion baseball, and believes putting a limited number of guests per player or student would be a valid option.
We want to take caution and be aware of, the situation and wear masks and social distance, but, we don't want to hurt our kids in the process, and they're already dealing with enough going into this school year with everything completely different that, I feel like it's just another blow to our kids, really. I'm shocked. I didn't expect it to go much farther than my friends, and, I had hopes it would, but I'd never expected it to take off this quickly.
And Welch is sending that petition to the governor as well as the health officers of several counties, including Yellowstone. Well, health officials are reporting 111 new cases of coronavirus today in Montana, along with one new death. The death occurred in Bighorn County. That's the county's 14th COVID-19 related death. The largest jump in cases is again here in Yellowstone County with 56 new cases. Yellowstone County continues to have roughly 650 active cases. The number of confirmed cases across the state creeping toward the 6,000 mark now. All right, turning to Chief Forecaster Bob McGuire. And Bob, there's some smoke in the air out there.
Yeah, probably noticed it today. If you looked off in the distance when we had partly cloudy skies, there was just a nice little realm of smoke there. And as you can see, it's all rotating around this upper level high pressure cell that continues to make its way across the Great Basin area in Utah. It's grabbing all the smoke from New Mexico, also Las Vegas, California, and pushing it right up into Idaho and into Montana. Now, let's go ahead and put on some of the fires. Look at how many fires we got on this thing. Yeah, it's pretty bad out there. We've got fires all over the place. Now, here in Billings and other places of western Montana, these are reported fires. Some of them have been put out. Some of them are still going, but these are just the ones that we've had reported in the last couple of days, and so that's what we have for you. Now, let me show you this. Here's the problem. Look at that. You see the thunder showers moving in. They even have a little lightning, but that's our next batch of rain. Looks like it's going to try and come into the Rockville area, but it's starting to lose its strength as it makes its way closer to us. So we could still see some spotty showers tonight, but it looks like most of the lightning stuff will start to die down. We'll have more in your forecast in a few more minutes.
It was a special day for a Billings girl and a group of area veterans. 14-year-old Lauren Wright has been working on a service project for the last 10 months. She was given $100 and tasked with making an impact in the community. Her project, which she has called My Vet's Friend, provided bags full of training materials to veterans going through the Dog Tag Buddies program. That program pairs disabled vets in our area with a service dog and provides them both intensive training. Community leaders, veterans, and members of our Montana congressional delegation were on hand today as Lauren finally passed the bags out to the vets. Senator Steve Daines awarding Lauren with his U.S. Senate Challenge coin, an honor given as a way to recognize exceptional achievement.
Again, it goes back to it's just truly inspiring that she understands. She has a grasp on how important our veterans are to our country, how important our military personnel are to our country, and that she's willing to do something to help them.
I went through a lot of bad times because of my PTSD. So for somebody that young to take it upon herself to try to help us and make life easier for us is everything.
And if you want to see the full story on Lauren and her ongoing mission, you can find it on our website, ktvq.com. Still to come on the MTN 10 o'clock news here on Q2, the Montana Stock Growers Association mid-year meeting taking place here in the Magic City. We're going to take you there in tonight's Ag Report. Plus a break in the case. We'll have some answers on those mystery seeds from China. Then in sports, the newly guided Skyview Falcons may be the biggest volleyball question mark in Class AA. Scott will talk with their new coach.